What's up, guys? You're Tech Matt. So today we have a whole bunch of different things going on, trying to rearrange the roll cart once again. Alien Space Saver wrench holders, lovely purple. There's a black and a green there. These are just some spare sets we have yet to configure into the box. Some additional things here. Part of your, I think these are your rail extensions. You can connect two rails together. This is virtually the same thing. It connects two rails together. Your 3/8 to your 1/4 inch, whatever. I do have a video below. We can see that. I'll post a picture somewhere in here. Excuse me. But for now, we're sadly out of Alien Space Saver 3/8 and 1/4 inch socket organizers. This is all we have left for now. But we're going to make use with this Harbor Freight tray and a whole bunch of additions over here, and somehow clean up our 1/4 inch and 3/8 sockets, I guess, into a more usable fashion, more laid out fashion than the old Hanson socket rails, which, don't get me wrong, I do love them 3-posted trays or whatever, because as you see, everything's dead set in a line. Alien Space Savers is the same way. I just don't have no extra rails and other pieces because I would like to have all my sockets in a row. So that's why we have this here. Just, I guess, something different. It's not really needed, but it's wanted. So you're with me on this one. Let's dive in. This is already set up. There's like enough room for 28 sockets or something, whatever it is. But here we go. I believe we're going to do our deep and shallows on here. I usually try to keep the numbers facing forward just so it's easier for me. Because every now and then I will have to glance at the bottom of it. And for now, I'm just going to sit these sockets on. You can give them that additional push. As you see, they're locked on there. But if it's stationary in your roll cart, you just want to grab and go. It's nice like this. The lighter your tray or socket set, whatever, the harder it might be sometimes to pull a socket off, because they do grip your sockets really well, as you've seen. But the more the merrier, you know. So we're just simply going to keep on rolling through here and putting them on one at a time. Taking you guys on this adventure too. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not the most exciting thing for you probably, but you see what's going on. Everybody wants to know what happens behind the scenes, how we keep our stuff clean, organized, etc. And there it is. This is how we're constantly doing something to better our organization or our efficiency for grabbing and go with tools. You want to see this here back rail. Doesn't matter. They can just go in there as is. Just like that. And we do have something really, really special coming to the channel. You guys gotta really hit that like and subscribe button. We got a recent tool haul out of a barn find at a place we bought that parts car from. So you won't believe what we got and what we paid for. It's something we've wanted for a long, long time. Something I don't even have any of in this box, any of the make. That's about all we'll give you. You guys know I'm hardcore on with the Snap-on. You know, it's quick and convenient, comes right to the shop, but I think you guys will like this. Something I've wanted for a long time that is finally here. So we're just going to, I guess, do a small review of it here later as we get everything cleaned up and organized and set in place. I'd already went through it a little bit and looked just to see what was there and what wasn't, and surprisingly enough, there was a lot more there than I was expecting. So really, really happy with that tool haul, and I spent very, very little. Very generous. So y'all stay tuned. And we're going to expose that here this afternoon once we get a little more time. Ooh, that was rough. But this tray did have all them casement sockets from that like 107 or 111 piece bit socket set. It was holding a lot of them, and I really only used like less than 5, so we did a little switching up with that. And we got this for some extra room for a little different socket organization, I guess. So here we are, putting the last of the flank drive extra, flank drive plus, whatever you want to say, on the rail. We'll probably go all the way to this end here, huh? And at some point in time, I do want to extend my, well, we are going to place an order actually here, probably in the next few weeks. For our flank drive plus, we want to get the 6 and 7 millimeter, so it matches our deep and shallow set. And we'd like to get a 20 millimeter, 21 and a 22 in the 3/8 drive of the FDX sockets, the flank drive plus, as well as the other 3/8 regular flank drives. We want 20, 21, and 22. Those are really popular 3/8 sizes for me, as well as wrench sizes, so that's just going to be a personal addition or extension in my box on my sets. I already have additional 6 and 7s on my deep and shallow from the original 12-piece set. It was buy the deep and shallows and you get the FDX for free. And then later on I added the 6 and 7 because I do use 6 on hose clamps, deep and shallow quite often, and I do use a 7 just like the 9s and the 11s. Here nor there, you see the 3/8 is pretty well cleaned up and organized. Right below it, we're going to drop all of our 1/4 inch sockets. So there's quite a bit of them there. I'm not sure if we'll have enough little adapters here, but we'll see after we move all of these up. Maybe we'll leave them down there. A couple more 3/8 I somehow looked over. That'll be really, really convenient. And for these guys, I found it's very handy to have a pick on these Harbor Freight trays when you're moving these little mini adapters. Unless you got really strong fingers, which I do, but moving these little metal tabs and putting them on here does become a pain in the fingers, not to mention the arthritis. Stay tuned while we get a pick. And we're back. We just got your fancy dancy little 90-degree pick snap-on one. Let's get you down in here a little closer. You can see what's going on. So our not 3/8, our 1/4 inch snap-on tray. That was actually originally in foam. Probably pretty stupid of me to get rid of the foam. That was nice. And when we do get our bigger box, I can't disclose what it is right now. You know, we've been talking about one for a while. I would like to have a lot of foam again. As you see what I'm doing here with these little clips and my pick, it just makes it really handy and easy putting these on here. We're going to be close with clips. We're going to be really close. If I have enough, I will honestly be shocked. I don't know where I could borrow some from. I believe I took all the ones off the other tray. I had originally a long while back bought 2 of these just for all my miscellaneous 1/2 inch drive, 3/8 and 1/4 inch sockets. Now everything's pretty well cleaned up and we're left with this. So you see we're rolling through here, trying to keep it as organized as possible, I guess. Wow. I don't think that could work any better than it did right there. 13 on them, 10 on this one with 3 additions left. So now we got 13 on each, and we have this set, snap-on set, originally came in a foam tray, like I was saying before I got distracted there to see how easy that is. This is a whopping 4 with no skips. That's your 4.5 and 5.5 all the way to 15. Not your typical set that stops at 13. Nope. It did come in a foam tray. I just didn't like it because the foam tray was literally as long as this, which somehow we've managed to time travel back to. You see how that works. But yeah, it was just a long skinny foam tray. They were all laid out. Shallow, semi-deep, deep, whatever. So here it is, here nor there, back into it. Wow, we need 3 more. And I do have a bag somewhere with what is left of my little pieces here. I just don't exactly know where it's at off the top of my head. So we're going to have to find that then. But for now, we can put everything all the way to 4.5 millimeter. 15 down, 4.5. The 4s are just going to have to sit here if I have my Gesundheits right. Everything should line up now once we get done. We're going to start with our little 4.5. Yes, I'm looking at these to make sure they're in place because my boy likes these little tiny sockets. Call them fingers. Little fingers. I'm going to make sure they're all in the right spot. It looks like they are from here on out. He mainly just likes to play with the 4 to like 6. And these are a little stiff too because they never had one set of sockets on them and they hardly ever got used, like I was saying. So they're pretty stiff. Boy, they are pretty stiff here. Yeah, it looks like we're good there on out. I can see most of these lining up. I know, you're probably wondering why I'm going from such a small, nice, organized tray to something a little bigger. You'll see on the updated following tool tour here, so stay tuned for that. Like I said, hit that like and subscribe button, guys. That like button really helps. Subscribe really keeps you in tune for what we're doing next. It's just convenient for both of us, I guess. So if you're still here, that's probably what you should do. That'll keep us wanting you to be here, or giving you a reason to be here, I suppose. Anywho. Boy, sometimes it's hard to see these here little sockets. Read them. Especially when they broach them upside down. This one's covered in grease. Yeah, good from there on out. But yeah, you stay tuned for a following tour, and you'll see why they went from this tray to this tray. They were going to be going to a Alien Space Savers tray, which we will copy and post. I'll copy and paste my affiliate link for Alien Space Savers. One of these days, I'm going to get me a nice thing down here for the bottom of my box that has my affiliate links on it, so I can just scan the camera down, and you guys can just pause and copy and paste yourself, whatever. That does help the channel out ever so slightly, and it helps out another wonderful small business, which is Alien Space Savers, because they have a wicked sweet product. If you haven't been following the channel, you wouldn't know, but they're 110% customizable, and it's really nice. So now we got enough room to move all of our sockets kind of far apart, give us a little more wiggle room. Even though they don't really exactly need them. Give it more handier in that case tray thing there, but yeah. You see it. It's what we did. It's convenient for us, so that's why we did it. But there it is, guys. We're just going to line everything up perfectly here once. Even though it won't stay like that for long because we do use a lot of 1/4 inch. Excuse me, coffee break. That's much better. Anywho, there, everything's pretty well lined up. It'll be what it'll be. Spread them out a little more. And at some point in time, we do have a god-awful amount, like 15 or so half-inch drives. And about the same 3/8 to put other things on here. And that's why we went to this rail, so that way once we complete things, we can actually, it'll be a little more organized for us, I guess you could say. Yeah, everything's starting to line up a little better. Move them all around some. Yeah, it's a little nicer there. A little nicer there. Now our sockets are lining up better. That one wasn't completely down on. That's why it was a little funky. And everything else lines up there. So as you see, all of our 1/4 inch line up again, once again. Like I said, if my Gesundheits are right, everything should line up perfectly. And then I can move my 3/8 all the way down. Well, they'll stay where they need to be, because at some point in time I will have to put a small rail link extension kit on there. You can connect your rail together. I'd have to move this one back some, but ultimately, yes. Connect your rails together. Like I said, I'll put another picture right here so you can see it. That's what your rail link looks like. That's what I'm going to call it, rail link. And then these are what your, I guess, or no, these are your rail extensions. Rail link extensions, there we go. Something like that. And these lock your rails together. If you want to lock your 1/4 inch chromes to your 1/4 inch impacts, your 3/8 chromes, your 3/8 impacts, lock them all together in a orderly fashion down your toolbox. There you go. I'll post a picture here of what they look like. And that's it, guys. And then my affiliate link, we're going to drop right here and post it below this video. So there it is, guys. I suggest, if you really want a nice, handy, versatile, like, you pop these off here. Once you get sockets on them and weight, you can move it around easier, but it's like your tool grid on steroids, so you can ultimately configure anything you want. It's really, really nice. My one and only complaint is that they don't have 3 posts. I don't know, I haven't talked to Mike in a hot minute. I will have to give him a shout before posting this video up, see if I can get you guys a discount code as well. I believe there's an ultimate discount code of 10% if you shop through my affiliate link. It'd be like uppercase, all uppercase Matt 10 or something like that. But anywho, yeah, really versatile. I'm really waiting for them to come out with a 3-posted one that'll really suit my fancy. Until now, that's what we got, guys. Versatile and handy for me. Everything will line up when it gets in a roll cart. And stay tuned for that tour. Yo Tech Matt out.